Dan Laak. I was born in Winona, Minnesota. Well, I've always wanted to be a coach. Even in high school, I used to help with the gymnastics team and help with coach a couple of the girls on the team and help with the younger divers around there. But I always had a goal to coach at a Division I school, and my opportunity came when I went to grad school at Tennessee and coached there for 2 years, and then I was fortunate enough to get a phone call from the coach that was leaving here, tell me that she was leaving. I applied for the job and was fortunate enough to get it. Well, obviously being honored, you're picked by your peers to be the coach of the year, so just being picked coach of the year was quite an honor. Obviously my divers did well at the meet, Chris winning championships, and then Laura came along and won a couple championships, so along with myself being coach of the year, they were also divers of the year, which is I take probably a little more pride in them being divers of the year than myself being coach of the year. You know, that's what we work for, to strive to get our athletes the best they can be, and you know, to watch them win was real special. Back in 2008, the way we selected our team was we had our trials, and the winner of the trials was automatically on the team, and then everyone else 2 weeks later had to go to a selection camp to get selected. Chris at the time was one of the top 2 divers for the past few years, so going into the selection camp I was pretty confident that he would be selected, but until it was finalized and his name was read as being part of the team, you know, we weren't 100%, but it was definitely exciting to be part of that. And then going on to Beijing and being at the Olympics for the first time was just was real special, going through opening ceremonies and everything. And then Chris sticking around to 2012 and going into the trials as the #1 diver, and then winning the trials, that was real special also, because unlike 2008, he actually he got it awarded at the trials in front of everybody instead of a selection camp. So that was just as special, but in some ways even more so. Well, the one thing that coaching has done for me is, you know, first of all, I have a lot of divers out there that I take a lot of pride in them coming through as an 18-year-old, leaving here as a 22-year-old with a college degree, and going out and making a difference in the world. And I take a lot of pride in a lot of comfort that they're out there doing their thing and raising their families and etc. You know, the one thing that coaching has given me is it's given me an opportunity to travel the world. You know, I never left the country, maybe except Canada, before I started coaching, and I've been to a lot of different places, and it's been great. You know, that part of it, and meeting people around the world. And I have a lot of close friends that live in other countries now, and so that's really what it's done for me. It's really widened my horizons, and not just in Athens, Georgia, or even in the U.S. It's definitely given me a worldwide view of things. The way I coach is you know, I try to get the most out of the divers. I'm not a coach that stands up there with a whip and a chair and makes them do things. You know, I try to motivate them by wanting them to be the best that they can be, and I think when you convince them that they can do these things, it makes them that much better. If you're forcing them to do things, you're forcing them to come to practice every day and forcing them to do their dives and etc. Yeah, they're probably going to get better, but they're not enjoying it. And then when they get out in the real world, you know, they're just going to they're going to hope that they work for somebody that's going to force them to do things and everything, instead of somebody that encourages them to branch out and actually want to do the things that they're doing. Well, I think what keeps me motivated is getting those 18-year-olds that are coming in and they want to excel in diving and in school and working on them every day. And when you get those little goals of each kid and working on them, working with them for them to be the best, not only diver, but the best person that they can be. And then to see them come out the other end, you know, they're mature and they're young men, young women going out into the real world, and that's what's important to me, you know. Whether they win championships or learn new dives or whatever, you know, I want them to come in here and leave Georgia, first of all, not regretting coming here. Second of all, reaching their goals as an athlete, as a student, and leaving here and going out into the real world and making a difference. And you know, just like I tell them, if you don't enjoy it, don't be here. It's the same with me, you know. I wake up every morning and I love going to practice, going to coach the team, and I can't wait for this new group of freshmen to come in, you know. So I'm always getting new people, but it's just the process of getting them, molding them, so to speak, and then seeing them go out and make a difference, start a family, and do all that. That's why I keep doing it.